Hi, folks. Doyle Dykes here. And I want to play a song that I wrote years ago. It was my tribute or memorial song for 9/11. And it's a song that I quit playing for a long time, but started playing it again a few years ago after my grandson said, "Poppy, what was 9/11 all about?" And I thought, lest we forget. And so I began to play this song more often. And so it starts off with sort of a sound that sounds like a distress signal. It's called A Call to Freedom. And I get emotional even when I play that today. I hear sometimes the orchestration behind this song when I recorded it. Tom Keene came in and put his genius on it. We just lost Tom just recently, But this song is very, very special to me, and I didn't play it for a long time, and then I started playing it again, especially after my grandson asked me, "Hey, Poppy, what was 9/11 all about?" And I started playing it more often. We've included this on the Guitar Pour series, which means I'll show you how to play it. I've never claimed to be the world's best teacher on the guitar, but I can show you how I do it, and it's tricky in some parts, but at the same time, it's fairly straightforward, and I hope we have a lot of other people, a lot of you guys play guitar. Please learn that song. I think it'd be a blessing. I've had people come up to me that were involved, and I'll mention it in my Guitar Pour series, and that were very personally affected by the tragedies of not during 9/11, and how that song ministered to them. And I hope more people will learn how to play it. Special thanks to Kelly Barber in Hawkins, Texas, for this cool guitar. This was mine at one time, and it may be again. I don't know. Kelly may not get this one back, but it's a wonderful guitar. 1958 J185, and it's the same size body. It's the same guitar essentially that the Everly Brothers play. You know, and they had the big pick guards. It's basically the same guitar, from what I understand. And this one had some work done on it through the years, but doesn't matter. It has a lot of personality. 24 and 3/4 inch neck. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Gibson. I'm surrounded by Gibson guitars here today. I do have my Sand guitar back here, but as some of you know, Kirk also worked along with Gibson on one of the Chet Atkins model guitars. And so just having a lot of fun. I have Chet's guitar hanging up here behind me as well. My L5, my L4, several guitars here. And this is very similar to the shape of the J200, but smaller. And so it's kind of a small jumbo, which I also kind of compare it with the Olsons that I play. And here's one right in front of me, and I'll show this also in my Guitar Pour series. But James didn't copy this, but James has his own thing going there. But this came out, I think his design was in the 80s. And this one, the lower bout, is a little wider here, I think. And but it's the same kind of idea there, except this one has a short scale neck. Special thanks to Orange Amplifiers, Zoom also products while a lot of these mics and the recorders and my AC3 pedal here that I've been using, also using an orange pedal, acoustic pedal. You know, I was going to actually record, I wanted to record a worship record in 2001, and it just wasn't coming together. I couldn't figure out why. And so I called Jimmy Capps, and I was just sitting there with a notepad, and I'm thinking, I just can't seem to get this worship thing together. So I called Jimmy and said, "Hey, Jimmy, would you play on I already had the studio booked, Sound Emporium. We were using, tape. I mean, this goes back. And I said, would you play with me on an album, just fun record, just Opry stuff? So we did Wabash Cannonball, several songs I wrote called Me and Jesus and My Old Guitar, and also Country Fried Pickin'. So we named it Country Fried Pickin'. Country Fried Pickin' was sort of a salute to James Burton from me. And he probably doesn't even know that. But James is a good friend. But anyway, I totally had him in mind when I did it. And then, of course, Dwayne Eddy's on a couple of songs. I wrote a song called Dwayne Thing. Paul Franklin played steel. Stuart Duncan played fiddle. Dave Pomeroy on bass. Steve Turner on drums. We had a blast. Of course, Jimmy Capps. And so we recorded it, and then Haley did a song on there too that I really love. It seems I've heard that song before, 40s tune. But when we went to mix it, we were going to mix it on the 12th of September. Of course, you know what happened. And I started to cancel, and the guy said, "No, Doyle." And even Wayne Eddy said, "I'll meet you at the studio. We'll get this done. People need to hear something fun and good and uplifting." And that was the reason I think the other album didn't work out, because the next year, everything changed. Instead of just a normal worship record, it became Songs of Faith and Freedom, which has been one of my best projects that I've ever done in my life. And of course, it has Tom Keene's genius on this as well, as I said. And a lot of the old hymns and things that I just truly love, but it also has God Bless America, which was huge during 9/11. And I pray God will bless America again and to unify our nation once again. So many things that I don't have to tell you that are dividing our country even now. But let's believe God for. People say, well, don't spiritualize on everything. Well, I'd rather spiritualize on things than politicize on things. And so let's keep it simple and trust God and believe Him to bless our country and give us favor with the world. And I believe it'll happen. And so, folks, if you want, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a good like. But if you want to learn how to play this song, it's coming out as we always call it our Guitar Pour series, and I'll have several videos. I've already recorded them, and so it's funny. I did it backwards. I recorded this last, and I recorded the teaching part first, and so you'll get those immediately following this presentation here. And I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you have a great weekend. Don't forget the 12th of September is Grandparents' Day. I told some of the Gibson folks the other day, I said, you remember the old commercial, this is not your father's Buick or your father's Oldsmobile. Well, this is your father's Gibson, or maybe even your grandfather's. But I tell you, it's a good one. God bless y'all, and I hope to see you around. And when I'm out in your part of the country, come out and see me. God bless. Thanks.